Hey guys, so yeah, probably, you know, by what you're thinking by the title, yeah, we are going to, we'll be selling the collection. It's, I think it's been a long time coming, you know. I've talked about it before in the other videos, you know, for over quite a few times, and I just think at this point, man, I just, got you! Woo! You should have seen your old face. I can see you right there in the comment section right now. Interested in the Tokay Geckos, Dakota? How much are the Tokay Geckos? Ooh, PM me about the Super Red. For real though, we are downsizing a certain project that you want to stick around for, because they are up for sale right now. So instead of just being like, oh, fuck you, Dakota, and ending the video, maybe just stick around and see if you want to buy this certain reptile that we'll talk about in the next scene. By now, some of you may be asking yourself, Dakota, what's going on here? You shaved the beard off, now you tattoo your face, and now you chopped all your hair off? Well, what's going on here, Dakota? Are you okay? Is this a cry for help, Dakota? It is. Yes. Moving on. Don't worry for all you long-haired lovers, I kept it long and I dread it again in the back, so we got really long hair. It's like a Viking mullet. I'm coining that term. This is my hairstyle now, Viking mullet. Let's get into the stuff. Roll the intro. Alright, so let's actually get into the topic at hand, which is the fact that I'm actually downsizing a pretty big part of DBCB Exotics. It probably doesn't come as a surprise to most of you, just because of the fact that I've talked about this probably in 3-4 different videos, talking about, oh, I'm finally gonna do this, it's about time, and I've never really got down to it, but this is the year, I'm done, we're gonna move on. Of course, it's the Crested Geckos. We are going to be downsizing the Crested Gecko project here at DBCB Exotics. Of course, we've been doing Crested Geckos for quite a few years. I was actually breeding Crested Geckos even before I was DBCB Exotics, so it's been a while, I'll be honest. At this point, man, I'm just not too stoked about the Cresties anymore. It just, it is what it is, you know? So here's a good example. For right now, you know, I got these gargoyle eggs in my incubator, and every day I come in here and I'm so pumped about these gargoyle eggs. I'm like, come on, gargoyle eggs, I need you to hatch some eggs out. We want to see some baby gargoyle geckos. However, I don't feel that with the Crested Geckos, man. Every time a Crested Gecko hatches, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, here's another Crested Gecko baby. Then I'm taking care of like fucking, I think 10, 12 Crested Geckos, Crested Gecko babies, all the breeders, and I'm just not feeling it anymore, man. I'm not feeling the passion, and what's really the point of this if I'm not getting stoked for it, you know? Like, well, what's the point of breeding Crested Geckos if I'm not stoked about Crested Geckos? Doesn't make sense, so it's why we are doing what we are doing here today. So yep, we are going to be downsizing quite a few of the Crested Geckos that we have here. We'll be talking about some of the stuff that is for sale. They're actually all on sale right now. I've sold a couple. I'm going to put in this video just the ones that are still up for sale. I think all of our proven breeders are still available. We got a few here and there, so we'll bring them out, we'll talk about them a little bit, make them look all nice, and then yeah, if in the comment section I'll start saying what stuff's been sold, so you guys don't be like, oh, I want X amount of gecko, but that gecko's already been sold. So check the comment section if they should be all for sale, or maybe they are not. Let's talk about them. Alrighty, and then starting out, we have this firecracker female. Of course, this is a red Dalmatian with some red spots. Look at this girl. Plenty of spunk on her. She is up and about. Good looking gecko. Very nice. She's fired down right now. I'll get some B-roll of her firing up. So this gecko is a proven female. I'll show some babies also and some B-roll here and here. She produces some nice babies. And that's about it. Coming in at 42.3 grams. She is ready to breed for next season and could get you some nice looking babies like this one right here. Whoa, that is such a nice baby. I would want to get this gecko immediately if it wasn't already in my possession. I was trying to sell it. But you're probably wondering, you know, how much is this gecko worth? Well, it'll be right down there in the comment section. All the price points will be down there, and to see if she's sold or not. So she might have been already sold. Maybe she isn't. Maybe you got here within 15 minutes of this video and you're like, oh, now's my chance to buy. You should. Let's get the next gecko. And then coming up next on this list, he has gotten quite a few admiration on this group or this channel, over the months I've made videos on him on YouTube. Of course, this is the Extreme Lavender Partial Pin with some dowel spots. Wow, just incredible. Take a look at this little dude. He makes some very awesome babies, and we've gotten quite a few amazing lavenders of him through this year in 2020. Coming in at just a little under 36 grams. He is still ready to breed. I just need to put a little bit more weight on him. We've been substituting some more crickets and dubia roaches trying to... Good catch. Just trying to get him a little bit bigger, but he is ready to breed. He's been awesome with the tricolor female that we are going to also be selling, that I'll be showing off next time, or this next scene. Just an awesome dude. Not too bad with handling, he's pretty good, just a little bit skittish, and just an incredible gecko. Take a look at those sidings, man. All the way to the top, you got this nice lavender base, and then those little pinstripes with a little bit of dowel spots. Unfortunately, dowel spots, but what can you do? Still an awesome gecko. Yeah, that's about it with him. Stay tuned for the female portion of this guy that makes the awesome pairings like the babies that you just saw. And then last but not least, as far as our adult breeders go, we have this beautiful tricolor partial pin. Just take a look at this gal. Of course, all of them are going to be unfired while I'm making this video, so hopefully I can get some B-roll of them fired up. This girl's just awesome, super handleable, not really jumpy like the other ones. Just a nice gecko all in all. She's coming in at, I believe, 47 grams, and of course, like all the others, is a Preven breeder. This year in 2020, we did pair her with that lavender that we just talked about, and again, just some incredible babies. We got some lavender partial pins that we're holding back, a couple of lavenders, and then just regular harlequins with some portholing and partial pinning. She makes some great harlequins and tricolors. Of course, this girl is a great breeder. She was actually the best breeder in 2020 for us. She laid, I believe, 13 eggs that were viable. Coming in, she pretty much, half of the project in 2020 is thanks to her. She is an egg machine, laying off some great eggs that turn into some fantastic babies. And then, like I said, with all of the other geckos, we will be having all their pricing, and if they are still available, down there in the comment section, I'll just make a pinned comment of all the animals that we have that we'll be showing off in the video. And that's about it for this little girl. Good gecko. Some dowel spotting as well, unfortunately. It's something that I actually missed because she was fired up. So all of her dowel spotting is like on the base, so when she's fired up, it's black. So when I bought her, I didn't see the dowel spots because she was fired up. Still though, fantastic animal. Head crest is not too bad. It's not the best, but it's a pretty decent crest all in all. And then again, just that gorgeous side patterning. I love tricolors. They're pretty cool. Yeah, let's talk about some babies. Alrighty, so here's the thing with the baby geckos. We have a lot of baby geckos for sale. Well, I guess not like a huge amount compared to other breeders, but there's like 5, 6, 7 babies for sale right now, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to take out 5, 6, 7 babies and talk about them. So instead, we're going to do a montage of all the geckos that are for sale and just make it look really cool, you know? Cool transition, some cool background music. I think it'll be better than me just talking about each individual one. Let's get into it. before we wrap this video up, of course we gotta get into the second part of the video, which is what's next, Dakota? You know, if you're selling your Crested Geckos, you're just not gonna be breeding New Caledonians anymore. What is the next phase of you selling this project? Well, for number one, I kind of already did it ahead of time. I am a very impatient person, and when I see a deal, I have little to no self-control, and that is, of course, the Ackie Monitor pair. I saw that those two reds were for sale, so, and these guys were actually already for sale, but then I saw that these Ackies were for sale, and I was like, oh, I'll use the money that I get from these breeders and babies to buy the Ackie monitors. But then I was like, I won't wait, this is a good deal, and I put it all on a credit card, so now I need to pay it off. Of course, the Ackie monitors were always in the plan for DBCB Exotics. I've talked about them a few times over the months. I think they're pretty cool, pretty rad dwarf lizard. I think they make a great entry monitor lizard for anyone looking into getting such as into, you know, the lizards with that Ackie monitor or the monitor lizard intelligence, while also staying in that condensed package, so you don't have to get something huge like a 10x8 enclosure. You can have a nice, you know, 4x2, 6x3, something like that, and still house a cool looking monitor. And really, other than that, I did brush up on it a little bit in the beginning of this video, is the fact that I kind of want to get into the other New Caledonian geckos. The Cresties just really aren't sparking my interest anymore. They're kind of just a dime a dozen, man. I mean, everyone has Crested Geckos, everyone's breeding Crested Geckos. I'm not doing anything new that anyone else isn't already doing, so I tend to just kind of not see the point in doing it, if that makes sense. However, of course, Gargoyle Geckos, man. I'm super stoked for those Gargoyle Geckos. I literally, every day, folks, every day, I am looking in that incubator seeing, did they hatch yet? Did they hatch yet? I can't wait to see them. Gargoyle Geckos, babies, they're fucking adorable, man. They are cute as a button. I want to see them. I want them to hatch out of that egg already. Please, please, Gargoyle Geckos, hatch it. I'll definitely be diving into some more Gargoyle Geckos with the funds that I get from all the Crested Geckos that we're selling. Some other stuff in the near future is also Chihuahua Geckos. I really dig Chihuahuas, man. That mossy look, you know, there's Lychees too, but I don't know, man. Honestly, after looking like side by side of like Chihuahuas or Leachianas, I kind of want to go with the Chihuahuas. I think they look a little cooler. I dig the mossy undercover look. I think it's rad, man. So Chihuahua Geckos will definitely in the future. However, Chihuahua Geckos cost a lot of money, so I'll be needing to make money with the Gargoyle Geckos in order to get the Chihuahua Geckos to then probably end up with Leachianas Geckos. It's just a full cycle, people. We gotta start somewhere. We started with the Cresties, now we go to Gargoyles, and we're just moving up the ladder from New Caledonian Geckos, one peg at a time. And well, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today. Now, I know what you're thinking right now. Dakota, 2 clickbait videos in 1 week, in a row, just one after another? What are you doing? Hey, this video on Friday got 167 views. I have 5,000 subscribers, and I don't know what the percentage of that is. It's a very small percentage. Here's the percentage of people that watch that video. So obviously, I gotta do something, and the clickbait apparently works, because, I mean, this video right here, good views. So that's my ideology behind it and why. Maybe there'll be more clickbaiting, maybe this will be the end of clickbaiting. I guess my phone is freaking out. I guess we'll figure out in tomorrow's video. Alright folks, this is the part of the video where I do my outro, of course, as I say in every single video I make now. Huge shout out to Zen Habitats. If you're unfamiliar with Zen Habitats, they are an after enclosure reptile cage maker. That didn't make sense, but what does make sense is how incredible these enclosures are. Look at this. Wow, incredible. Now I know what you're thinking, Dakota, I want to buy every single Crested Gecko you had in this video. However, I still have just a bunch of money left over, but I don't have any really incredible housing. What can I do? Where can I get fabulous enclosures like this? Well there, viewer, I'm glad you asked. You can get that right down there in the comments section at Zen Habitats. Some good stuff, good designs. They include shipping in their price, so it's a one-stop, one-shop place to get enclosures. Time to talk about the other stuff. As always, if you liked the video, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of my animals or my breeding products, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, DBCB Exotics. We're also on TikTok. If you like some cool t-shirt designs like these bad boys right there. Like those bad boys right there, you can find that down there at Teespring in the description, where we also have Patreon. Patreon.com/DBCB Exotics, where you get up-to-date info on everything happening here at DBCB Exotics, including those geckos for sale. There's actually, you can get them for sale, an even bigger discount if you're on Patreon. So, hey, that's a thing, you know, I'm not saying doing it for the discount, but I'm just saying you could do it for the discount. There's also a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of different little bonus videos I take, my monitor lizards, some like cool other pets, exclusive content. You get the first animals I get in you, the first time you guys get to see them before anyone else gets to see them, first dibs on any of the babies I produce, so on and so forth. That is about everything we need to get over today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Your name gets to be in the outro too. I always forget that until the very end, but your name's in the outro. Let's check that outro out right now.